Hello and welcome to a speed renovation. So in this video we are renovating the little residential lot that's up in the Mua Pel'am area by the volcano. It's normally a little residential home for one sim, I think, but I've changed it to a researcher's outpost because I wanted somewhere that my sims could visit whilst they're doing the conservationist career that didn't necessarily have to be their forever home or their constant living situation. Like they could go there, they could spend a weekend there, and or like the week there, and then the weekend they could go back to their normal house, which might be on one of the other islands of Sulani. So I thought that'd be quite fun and quite interesting. And I wanted to make sure that this was stocked with all the things that my sims could ever need for their time researching. So there's obviously like bookcases and stuff for doing reading and all that good things. There's the laptop for doing your conservationist writing. You do like the research and the writing of the articles and some other stuff that I can't quite remember. So there's that. There is a chess table for building up the logic skill because that's quite important. The fitness skill you can build up swimming. So I thought you'd go like snorkeling and swimming and build up the fitness skill that way if you're going down the marine biologist route, which I haven't really done anyway. So that's why I didn't put anything really fitnessy in there. I added in this little contraption from Strangerville, which is the listening device, because it looks like a radio station for if you had to radio to a different outpost on a different island or to a completely different lab in a different part of the world about all the different things you were getting up to and had figured out about the volcanic activity or like tremors or whatever that's going on. And there's communal areas everywhere, so there's like the TV area for if they just want to chill after a long day of doing conservation and things, and there's the communal kitchen space eating area, which look, you could have the tables sort of set up that you could have sort of meetings there or obviously share a meal together. There is outdoor eating, there is indoor eating, so there is a oil drum like grill that came with Jungle Adventure. And then there's the new barbecue pit that came with Island Living because it's more traditional and maybe you have the locals over to discuss the environment and all that kind of stuff. So you want to respect their culture and have a more traditional feast. I put the weather changing device machine from Seasons outside because it looks like a device that you'd use to see what's going on with the weather and track data and that kind of stuff. And you might want to change the weather to see how it affects the island. I don't know. There's planter boxes for growing all your own food or also growing plants to study and survey and take photos of and all that good stuff. There is a bee box so you can maybe see how the different plants affect the bees and the insects and the animals of the environment and so on and so forth. There are various plants on the inside of the house. Maybe they do little science experiments on those. There's like the diving shelf thing because you'll probably do a lot of diving if you go down the marine biologist route. There's a little place to do laundry. I kept it basic and not like a laundry room because you're up on a hill in an island on the island where like no one else really lives. It's just like you, a crashed boat that maybe someone wants to move in one day, and an empty island plot and a big volcano. So, you know, there's not a lot going on here. There's not going to be loads of fancy mechanics and stuff. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. There's the fish trap for if you're going to catch fish. I didn't put any fish tanks in because I forgot and I didn't really know where else I'd put them. But you can add a fish bowl in, maybe study some of the local wildlife that way. There's the camera, so you can take all the photographs of the surrounding areas for your research or just to decorate the place, make it look nice. What else? There is 4 beds, 2 different bedrooms, so you could have like, you know, boys' room, girls' room if you felt like it, or you could have like this person brought their child to do research with them, so they might want to have a room with their kid so they don't have to interact with randoms. I don't know. There's all sorts of storylines you could throw in there. They have an outhouse which has sort of more home handmade look to it in the end. I put these 2 boards, there's the fish one and the vegetable one, and it looks, in my head, it's sort of like 2 boards, so you could be like, these are the fish that should be in this area, and these are the plants that should be in this area, so this plant isn't native, and this fish isn't native, what's going on there, yada yada yada. I end up building a little extra bit onto the main house, which I used as like a storage shed thing, and there's all sorts of supplies in there. So there's a supply shelf from Strangerville, which has like a gas mask and stuff on, but I was like, it's got ropes and things, you might need them for, I don't know, doing rock climbing or whatever you might do to get to different parts of the island. And then there's the shelf from, it's like a decorative one from Dine Out, which has like loads of food and stuff on it, and I thought that looked quite good for having supplies, so you don't have to always go back and forth to all the different islands if you are here to do research. There's paperwork in all sorts of different places. I left some spaces so you can decorate it with the new collectibles like the shells, or you could use the buried treasure, and maybe they're like artifacts that they've found, and you might have people who are more like paleontologists or geologists in here rather than conservationists, and they might be doing research on the volcano and past cultures and all of that cool things, because there's that big painting by the cave which you can slowly uncover. I haven't done that yet myself, but that obviously is something to do with a past culture or a culture undiscovered, so that would be very paleontological. I don't know if that is even a word, but it is now. But yeah, so it's got all the things that you could ever need if you're going to do various types of research here. You could even use it as a hideout just to spy on people with the listening device if you really wanted to. This is a little science like test tube set that came with Strangerville, and I thought it'd make a good little decoration. Wouldn't recommend having a science set in your kitchen because that's cross-contamination and whatnot, but when they're doing the conservation and stuff, they just do like little analysis of little test tubes wherever they are at the time, so I thought maybe that fits with that. There's medical supplies all over the place for in case of injury, which obviously doesn't actually happen or isn't actually treatable, but it's to cover all the bases for when you have a research facility. It's a very basic research facility, but it still is one, so you want to have medical supplies for if anything happens to someone on your team. There's stuff like communal towels and that kind of thing that you'll need in the bathroom. There's also dressing gowns hanging up in the bedrooms. Bedrooms have some little decorations of their own. So one of them gets the journal for like maybe writing in whilst they're there. They might have their own little, like, you know, today we did this and blah blah blah. And then there's there's a backpack in case someone is like really into hiking, so they always go out backpacking early in the morning or whatever. In the other rooms, what is there in the other rooms? There is a, what is it called? An incense thing, because you never know, they might be into meditation in the morning. There's like box tissues and stuff. Maybe one of them's got really bad allergies. I don't really know. You can make up all the storylines you desire to fit this place. But I thought it'd be quite cool to have, and I thought I might as well record it and share it, because some other people might also want to have a researcher's outpost in their game and not have to live on this lot full time when they're doing conservationist career or research or whatever they want to play out the storyline of. So I just thought it'd be cool. You could turn it back into a residential lot, and you could like alter the bedrooms and things, but the person is really into science and stuff. Little fire extinguisher there, because safety, that's important, guys, especially if you've got like little mini lab equipment going on. So I thought I'd do that. There's like some fishing gear and things from Cats and Dogs that I hung up because it sort of suits it. I put this wooden spoon and fork because I think it's meant to be like prosperity or something in the Sulani culture, or in actual cultures as well, like Polynesian cultures. I don't really know. I'm not very clued up on it, which is bad. But yeah, I put that up because maybe the locals gave it to them to be like, we want you guys to be safe whilst you're doing all your research, and please respect our culture and nature and all that kind of thing. Maps and stuff make sense to have here. It doesn't actually look like the map of Sulani, but meh. There's some random pots and things which look like they've been discovered in the area that I put up. There's that fish hook thing, which I think is something to do maybe with protection. I don't really know. It's in Moana as well, but I don't really know what it means. I maybe should have checked that before I recorded this. But in my head, it's like, oh, it's another thing from the locals to like protect us or whatever. That's my look on it anyway. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me if you wish about what the various things mean in actual cultures or just in Sulani cultures, if some of them, you know, I'm pretty sure they exist in real life, but I can't remember what they do. Here's some more like boxes and things to be like, it's a research place. I also put two little get to work like file holder things that go on the wall by the front door, because I thought you might put your research in there, and then someone else who comes like for the next months or whatever that you're not there, can pick up from where you left off and that kind of thing. It can keep going. I also put the little like symbol thing, I think. Oh, did it come with seasons? Like the one with the little tree in the background. I think it's meant to be like a scout swan, but it's like a little decal thing that I put that on the front of it because it's like, you know, a nature research center thing. So it made sense in my head. But yeah, so I don't really know what else to say about this video. Like, I just hope whoever watches this enjoys my ramblings and likes the ideas that I've come up with for it, but maybe come up with their own ideas as well and different ways to play with it. I'd love to hear how people use it, or if they do use it, and so on and so forth, and see pictures and things. That would be really cool. But there isn't like a ton left for me to actually voice about this. Oh yeah, there's also the little hanging up thing there, and the thing that I don't even know what it is like a wooden thing that's like shaped like a weird prawn. I don't know what that is, but that's there. Here are the sort of more handmade looking items that I put in this bathroom, which are from Outdoor Retreat, the shower and the sink. But I use a toilet here, which is meant to be the prison toilet from Get to Work, because in my head it kind of looks like a little composting unit, and I thought that'd be quite cool. Like a little sanitizing unit that you can take out and you can put elsewhere. There's also a pea bush from Jungle Adventure, I think it was from, out there. If you want to be a bit more natural about how you deal with things, you might use the waterfall to shower and then the pea bush on the lot to relieve yourself instead. So I kind of tried to cover many different bases of how this little researcher's outpost could be used. I'm looking forward to using it in my LP, the Bearman Legacy. Like, I'll probably put that up here, and then whoever goes into the conservationist career can use it. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it's set as generic, so you won't get loads of random Sims everywhere. It'll just be whoever you take will be there, and you can invite people, obviously, but it won't just be cluttered up with Sims all the time like a park would, or another commercial type lot would be like a bar or something where people always turn up. No one's gonna really turn up here unless you command it to be. But anyway, I'm coming up to the end of the video. We're about to go into screenshots. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below, letting me know what else you'd like to see, what you enjoyed, anything else. If you want to download this, it's on the gallery. My origin ID is LadySmitan, and I hope to see you in the next video. So take care, guys. Bye bye. And I messed that up. Take care, guys. Be kind, and bye bye.